This is the starting guide on how to set up a personal slide library with Slide Executive xPoint. So assuming you've already installed xPoint, let's go to xPoint, to the xPoint ribbon in PowerPoint. And the left part here, the desktop part, is the one that will give you access to your personal slide library. So the first time you start xPoint, you'll see that all the tools are grayed out. So what you should do is click Get Me Started. So I'll do this. When you do that, you'll get a wizard that will ask you to choose a documents folder where you have your presentations. You can use the documents folder, or you could browse for a folder that you'd like. So I'll start with browsing for one folder. So let's move this in, and let's go to my libraries, and then let's go to my documents, and we have sales presentations here. So let's go for those. So I've chosen this folder, and I click OK. And when I click Finish, we see that the buttons up here are suddenly lit up. We get a Browse Library tool, we get a Slide Lab, we get a Search, and we get an Index Files button here. So these are really useful tools. They may not look like so much right now, but they are actually very handy. So let's click on Browse Local Library and see what happens. So when I click here, the local library opens in a side pane in PowerPoint, and we see that we have a library here. And if I click to expand the library, I'll actually see that I have lots of presentations here. So I can actually, already now, you can see that I'm seeing previews on the presentations by just putting my mouse over these. So already now I can actually, for example, right click on a presentation here, and through the context menu I can actually add all the slides from this presentation to my current presentation here. So if I do this, you can see that we get 20 slides added to my presentation directly. And this is very straightforward. So we can scroll down a bit here, and we'll see that we have lots of slides that are added. We can also now make a search. So I could click on the search button instead, and when I do this, I'll search for, let's say, xPoint, and click search. And when I do the search, I get a lot of results. I get, well, not a lot, I get 2 results in this case, showing me slides where xPoint is found. So I can actually choose to click on this slide and add the slide directly from my search result. I can make yet another search. So I can search for something else. Let's try something else. Make a search. And let's zoom out a bit. So here we see that we get a result with slides from different presentations. And again, I can choose any slides I want from here by control clicking on them, and then I can choose to add them directly from the search result. So if I click there, these are all added directly to my presentation. So they are appearing right here. Okay, so pretty easy, right? As you can see, the time to find the slides is basically inexistent. This is actually independent of how many slides you have. With the search function in xPoint, you can search thousands of slides on your own computer in the blink of an eye. If you want to add more folders to your slide library from your own computer, you can do so at any time by going to the options and moving to the desktop part and index folders, and here you can click on add folder, and you can add all the folders you want to basically make your whole computer a complete slide library. So this is the end of this lesson. I'll show the slide lab in a separate lesson afterwards. But this lesson should be enough for you to get started with Slide Executive xPoint, the desktop part, and save lots of time in your everyday work.